Assets section provides information about identified and registered devices, presented in tabular format. It can be customized to show columns only with required data relevant to your task. For example, the user can choose to display address information, device category, network names, data about hardware models and software versions. This information can be passively obtained from network traffic. Also, active polling product function can be utilized to obtain similar information when the required data is missing in the captured traffic. Active polling may be applied to network equipment devices which do not reveal themselves on the network, or it can be used when the product is not configured to receive network traffic. If required, the data can always be entered or adjusted manually. The product automatically identifies and registers applicable risks when sufficient device information was acquired, including its role in the system and identified network interactions. Risk details containing key information can be opened for each detected risk. Processor or communication modules vulnerabilities are most likely to be displayed for industrial devices. Updated information about vulnerabilities and their relevance to device models and versions is provided with Kaspersky ICS CERT vulnerability databases as part of regular product updates. A typical vulnerability details contain a description and general information about the vulnerability, how to reproduce it, and the possible consequences of exploitation. In addition, it contains recommendations on how to eliminate or reduce the risk provided by the manufacturer of the system or its component, as well as links to other related information sources. KICS for nodes. Endpoint protection data can be integrated to Kaspersky Industrial CyberSecurity for Networks product. Integration is performed using an agent component which is part of the endpoint protection software. Using this integration mechanism, KICS for Networks receives information from devices containing detailed data about the device itself, installed software, processes and users, and network interactions. Integration status and its availability can be checked in corresponding fields located in the Assets section, as well as the version and status of the endpoint protection software. Let's review Assets Details area more thoroughly. The General tab provides basic device information. Here we can see information about the industrial software vulnerabilities found on the device and associated risks related to protected systems' unsafe configuration or architecture. This information can be obtained passively from network traffic or by actively polling the device. Here we also can see data on endpoint protection status, integration agent, product licensing key used, as well as information about antivirus databases' current state. The Addresses tab provides information about the node's network interfaces. In case device's network configuration changes or additional network interfaces are installed, we will immediately learn about it from the relevant events and changes in the device's details area. On the Process Control Settings tab, we can find information about the industrial communication protocols and their settings which node utilizes. The topology settings provide information about which network switch and its specific port this node is connected to. This information becomes available after performing an active polling of network equipment from KICS for Networks. Through integration with endpoint protection software, it became possible to receive and view information about hardware configurations of protected devices on Equipment tab in KICS for Networks interface, including the type and number of processors, BIOS version, amount of installed RAM, number and size of hard drives, including free space, and other information about the equipment. Due to integration with the endpoint software, the solution allows you to perform a number of active actions on protected nodes directly from KICS for Networks interface, including conducting an active polling to clarify data and checking whether the device configuration meets security criteria specified in the OVAL, Open Vulnerability and Assessment Language, set of rules by running security audit. The Device Details area provides a number of other features, including such as responding to threats or switching to other related components, which will be discussed later.